What's up, guys? You already know what the name is. My name is JB Demogu, and this is Demogu View. I keep it real, keep it 100. Everything that comes out of my mouth is the truth and nothing but the truth. So help me God. All right, so today I want to share my 2 cents about the whole Francis Nganou and Tyson Fury's fight. Social media, everybody's going crazy, especially the African continent. The black people around the globe think this guy was robbed, and some white people actually think that he was robbed. So basically, the whole the social media platform, people actually think this guy was robbed. They think Francis was robbed. Now, let me share my 2 cents. And before I even do that, let me commend Francis Nganou. This guy is amazing. Everything that he sets out to achieve, he's able to go through with it. You see, he's a warrior. And I'm glad that finally he has been able to transition from UFC to boxing. I believe that with time, he will be able to excel in that field. Now, let's talk about the fight itself. To be honest, I think this is the worst performance by Tyson Fury. The worst, because when you compare his other fights, this is nothing like Tyson Fury. You can actually see that, yes, it was Tyson Fury. He was, with the jabs and everything. But the way we know him to be, this is actually his worst fight ever. Now, do I think Francis was robbed? One thing that we need to understand is that boxing is not about how active or how hard you hit. You understand? Those things may help you, but one thing we need to understand is that boxing is about points. And if you really watch the fight, you realize that Francis was targeting his body, trying to weaken the body so that he can get a knockout. During all this time, Tyson Fury was jabbing. And guess what? He was gaining points. When you look at punches thrown by Tyson, he outthrown Francis. Francis didn't throw that many jabs. Tyson was throwing jabs the whole time. And Francis was just hoping to go for the body and eventually get a knockout. Now, people are saying, oh, but he knocked the guy out. Yeah, he did knock the guy out. But one thing you need to understand is that it's a 10-round fight. And if you knock out someone, it doesn't override all the other punches the person has thrown. So if you are really looking at stats, I believe Tyson threw more punches and landed more punches than Francis. Francis may have gotten some, crazy shots in and even knocked him out. Knocked him down. But the problem is that we are going off of points. I'm actually surprised that it was that close. Because when you look at it, the jabs were going in. Tyson never stopped jabbing. He never stopped jabbing. He kept jabbing. And Francis was looking for that punch that would take him out. That was the game plan. But it didn't go accordingly. Now, I believe that Francis has done well, this being his first professional fight. But let's be real. Let me ask you this. Has Francis done well as far as his performance? Or did Tyson Fury perform really bad? Because some people are looking at it that Francis has done very well and really performed well. But in order to say someone performed well, how did his opponent perform? Normally, this is not how Tyson Fury would box We've known him. We've watched his fights. This is not how he performs. And I believe he was being careful because he knew that how capable Francis is when it comes to knockout. So he didn't want to get caught. And sometimes when you meet people who are not professionals, when it comes to boxing, it makes the fight a bit awkward because of their stance and how they go about throwing punches. So maybe from the beginning, Tyson Fury didn't take it seriously. And down the lane, he find it very difficult trying to fight the way he normally fights. So Francis, I would not take anything away from Francis. Francis did a great job. But the only thing is that I can't really say he has a lot of work on his hands. Because guess what? This is the worst fight Tyson Fury has ever fought. And more of the heavyweights, this is not how they fight. You understand? Usyk, Anthony Joshua, Anthony Wilder, they will not make it this easy for you. You get me? So this fight was actually like, yeah, it is what it is. It's an exhibition fight. I didn't see it as a really that intensive fight that Tyson Fury always put up. So, like I said, when you go on points, definitely Tyson Fury outpunched him. He gave more heavy shots, but Tyson Fury outpunched him. And one thing we, the viewers, need to understand is that it is not about how hard you punch. It's about how many points you get in, how many punches you throw, how many punches you land. He threw more punches than Francis and landed more than Francis. So we need to have an understanding. But you know what? With all that said, I think Francis did a great job. I think he will do well. And I want to give a shout out to Mike Tyson for, helping and preparing him to be able to at least stand up to the heavyweight champion in the whole world. He's done a great job. Shout out to my brother, African brother. All right. So that's my 2 cents. Francis didn't throw as much punches as Tyson Fury, and he didn't land as much punches as Tyson Fury. So at the end of the day, it goes down to who threw more punches and who landed more punches. All right. So my name is JB the Mogul. Please subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful day. One love. Peace.